And so the girl who danced and laughed by the fire became a keeper of secrets, the ones she can no longer speak. Inyangalazi's betrayal echoed through her veins, a curse that would haunt her for eternity. In her room, Tuto clutched her clothes, their fabric a reminder of what has been stolen from her. She felt tainted. Tuto scrubbed herself raw, the water turning murky with her anguish, but no amount of scrubbing could wash away the shame that clung her. When her mother entered, hope shining in her eyes, she expected to see her daughter, the sunshine that had brightened her days. Instead, she faced a stranger, a shadow of Tuto. Tuto, her mother whispered, her voice trembling. What is wrong? But Tuto's lips remained sealed. Silence had become her refuge. For months she withdrew into herself, her spirit cocooned in sorrow. Her mother too carried the weight, the ache of not knowing how to mend what was broken. In the quiet of their home, secrets swirled like dust notes. Tuto's voice remained trapped, a bird with clipped wings. One day Tuto was sitting down. Goddess Nohoi came down to her in the form of an old woman. She leaned in and asked, "Do you know who you are?" Tuto murmured, but no words escaped her lips. The old woman's eyes sparkled with ancient wisdom. "Listen," she said. "You are more than flesh and bone. You are a vessel of the gods themselves. They molded you from dust and whispered secrets into your veins." "What secrets?" Tuto wondered. The old woman smiled. "You carry stories," she said. "Tales woven into your very being. You hold healing in your touch, a balm for wounded souls. And within you there lies a map, a celestial chart to guide lost wanderers home." "But I'm dirty," Tuto said. "I've been soiled with mud. How can this shame be removed from me? Everything has been taken away from me." "A spear is not truly a spear until it passed through the flames and emerged victorious," the old woman said. "Just like you, my dear, you must face the fire within, the pain, the trials that threaten to consume you. Listen, this fire is not your enemy, it is your weapon. Make this fire dance to your rhythm. Let it lick your wounds. You are a tapestry of survival. Forgive yourself, my daughter. Your pain is not a curse. Unfold your wings. Let the stories spill forth like dust and heal the world with your existence." At that moment, her essence ignited. She clasped her hands, whispering incantations, and behold, the spell broke, freeing her silenced lips. With newfound courage, she rose like a phoenix and ran to her mother. She told her everything. Her mother stood ready to bury Inyangalwazi, but Tuto intervened and held her. She called her aunties and she told them her truth. They all hugged her. She felt loved, understood, and protected. Inyangalwazi's stain would take time to clear off her skin, but this was the beginning of her healing. In the morning, Tuto packed her food, potions, and weapons. Her purpose was clear. In the far corner, Inyangalwazi saw everything. He knew it all too. He became ready. Through the woods and rivers she sprinted. Suddenly there it stood, Mount Kilimanjaro, its peak piercing the sky. She began her climb. each step a declaration of defiance. Monkeys, mischievous guardians of the mountain, tried to divert her path, but Tuto was prepared. From her bag, she drew a whistle, a relic of forgotten magic. Its notes resonated, and the monkeys scattered. She was tired, but she pressed on. Creatures sent by Inyangalwazi materialized, their eyes aflame with malice, yet Tuto fought. She climbed, relentless, until she reached the top of the mountain. At the top, Tuto stood. She closed her eyes, invoking the teachings of Mamlambo, the snake. Breathe, it had whispered. Inhale the universe, exhale your fears. Her lungs expanded, drawing in air. She held her breath, gathering strength. Then with a fierce force, she exhaled a tempest of wind. The air scattered, reaching every corner of existence. And in that breath, chains snapped. Inyangalwazi's spell shattered like glass. Across the continent, girls held captive by Inyangalwazi's spell felt freedom rush through their veins. Tuto had done it. She was no longer just a vessel, but a breaker of enchantment. The girls clung to their parents, pouring out tales of Inyangalwazi's wickedness. The villagers confronted Inyangalwazi. He tried to fight them off using his powers, but Unyazi, the god of thunder, appeared and stripped Inyangalwazi of his powers. Banished by the village, Inyangalwazi ran to the depth of the evil forest. There he lived alone, haunted by spirits. And Tuto, a beacon of hope, emerged from darkness, now unshackled from silence, dedicated her life to healing. She works tirelessly with victims, helping them reclaim their destiny. This story is inspired by Yolanda Dandala. Thank you for saying yes to the call.